live. Is this thing on? Alright. Hi there, guys. SpartanDee here playing another, uh, uh, another stream of Neverwinter. What am I trying to say? Another day, another grind. Anyway, we have gone past, the whatchamacallit. Oh, what the hell is that? Is that me? I thought I heard myself. Hold on. I think it's my live stream. Oh, let's just close that. I don't wanna deal with that right now. All right. As I was saying, the event for Day of Dungeon Master has passed, and I didn't end up buying the Zen thing. I don't think it's still available. Yeah, because new stuff's coming. This one, this golden bundle. I don't know much about this one. Apparently, it's random, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, because I saw it on YouTube. The content creator was saying, but I didn't watch it. I just saw the title and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But anyway, why haven't I got my weeklies yet? Weird. Okay, I guess that's one thing we have to do today. Well, at least until next Monday, next week, because that's when it resets. But I haven't done anything yet. I just logged in for the day. It is Friday after all, so let me see what dailies. Oh, I already refined. When did I refine? I don't remember refining. Did I log in yesterday? No, I didn't. I don't think I did. Let's see though. Let's see the randoms. Yeah, I haven't done randoms. I haven't done my Reaper's challenge for today. I did it yesterday. Still lost 1k IL again. Why does this keep on happening? What? Yeah, I had this issue yesterday as well. I don't think it's my artifacts. As you can see, it's all the 1200 artifacts. Is it because of lag? No? I can't think of a reason why it's like 1k IL less than usual. No, I don't think so. It's not my mount. It's really weird. Maybe it's a boon thing. Or maybe I'm not seeing 1200, 1200, 1200, and 1200. I don't know. Let's just carry on, shall we? I will be going to my stronghold, picking up the stronghold quest, doing your part 1 and 2 first though, before anything else, because I tend to forget stuff like that. Like I said, especially yesterday, during the event for Day of the Dungeon Master, I actually completed the quest for 2 days, but I forgot to hand it in, which means it didn't count. So, which doesn't really matter in my eyes. I suppose it would have been nice if I had completed 21 days, being a completionist. But I mean, the kind of like value of 200 Zen for getting 21 out of 21 wasn't even worth it. It would have been worth it if I'd say I did it earlier, because even at like 18 out of 21 or 19 out of 21, I still had to pay 200 Zen, which is kind of weird. I thought that it would have reduced, at least in price, as as you have progressed more in that event. If it was like maybe 100 Zen, I would have probably paid for it, because I do have Zen in my possession, I suppose. Sorry, I heard my dogs bark. I was like, what? I was here to pick up this quest, Stronghold Part 1 and Part 2. Fortunately, I've already got that. I've already picked it up, but I haven't completed it. So, let's see. Hardcore Boss. No. I don't want to do Hardcore Boss right now. Let's just see if we can get picked up for a random. I mean, it is a random trial queue. I meant a pug random trial queue. I much prefer if I built my own group, or at least join in a pre-made group. But beggars can't be choosers right now. I'm just gonna wait. until somebody says they're looking for people to do RTQ or RADQ, because those two are the, for me, the dungeons that are worth running rather than say skirmish or a random dungeon queue. Not because I'm like, oh, I'm a high L elitist, whatever. I just preferred doing RTQ over RADQ, but I rather do those two over the random dungeons and skirmishes because I feel like the drops for those dungeons are way better. That's just a personal opinion. I do not have any kind of like research or like facts whether that is true or not. I just feel like doing random trial queues and random advanced dungeon queues is way better than say random skirmish and random dungeon queues. I mean, that's personal opinions, really. I just like I said, I'd rather do those randoms instead of the other lesser randoms because I can. It's much easier for me, I suppose, especially being endgame and all. I want to say that being endgame opens a lot of doors for you. Um, I do understand that. Now, this is kind of like people's opinions about elitists and kind of like non-elitists, I suppose. Sorry, let me just oh, those one. I don't think any. I can't think of where can you get those poison thorns. Actually, from shards, right? I don't think you can actually buy them straight up. This is not the right. Can you get it from? Yeah, so not radiance. We don't have radiance anymore. Garnets and also what say paradox. That's a gem. Um, what are they? There are garnets. There are oh god, I can't remember these new enchantments. Seriously, top of my head. She does. She does. I don't remember. I don't remember her selling those though. I mean, I would like to think myself as pretty informed, but I just don't remember seeing any weapon enchants at Brother Sages. Um, okay, if you say so. Because I don't think she does, but I could be wrong now. People are saying she does sell those weapon enchantments, but I really can't. In all honesty, remember because back when they transitioned between the old enchants, radiance and bonding runes, etc., to these ones that we have, like the gardens, etc., etc. I had a bunch of those. I still have a bunch of those. I still have those medallions that you can trade them in for. So and at this point, at least for my tank build, I have all of my enchants claimable on all of my tunes in my account. In all kind of like 9 slots, I want to say, like six or 9 slots that you have here. Whatever. This is 8 and plus whatever, right? So yeah, for my tank build, at least my DPS build still needs to replace a certain offensive and defensive enchants, I suppose. DPS is more of a offensive stats that you have to worry about, not so much as defensive. Defensive ones you can think about after you have your offensive stats down, I feel. Because you're not supposed to be tanking anyway. I mean, yes, people are saying like if you want to survive as a DPS, you still need at least some defensive stats. That's fine. But if you haven't like fulfilled your role as a DPS first, like try to get the damage as best as possible to your ability. You're gonna like concentrate on defensive stats first, and then you're gonna go offensive stats. They're doing something wrong. Ah, right. Okay. Okay. Hey, hello, Killer Knight. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Um, just doing a little bit of dailies. I want to say, like I said yesterday on my streams, for a guy like myself who's like end game, there's not really much left for us to do. I as I can't speak for other people, but I personally, I myself am waiting for Mod 23 to go live, which is gonna happen in like June next month. Um, so in between that time, like now and that time, I'm just like accumulating wealth. Um, and my main and kind of like my main um, procurement, I want to say, is my main hand, the new Masterworks main hand and offhand at a +1 version. Because right now, am I bleeding? I feel like I'm bleeding. Why am I bleeding? Hold on, guys. Am I bleeding? Maybe it's just sweat. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's it is kind of hot in here. Apparently, it's 38 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. So it's pretty hot. The air conditioning is on. I have my fan blowing on me right now directly. It's not helping. Um, I have set my air conditioning to like, I think it was like 20 degrees, but I should probably set it to its lowest setting, 16 degrees, because I'm sweating profusely right now. Um, yeah, so just doing dailies. I am queued for a random trial queue currently. It doesn't seem like it's gonna pop anytime soon. I know. Most people always complain about the fact that you can't get random trial queues to pop easily, or like, within minutes. Um, because there's a lot of people queuing, but not a lot of tanks and heals. I'm in need of help with my character. Sure. I mean, if it is to my abilities, I will try my best to help you. What exactly is it that you need help with? Which reminds me, actually, if it's not, I'm not assuming. I'm not assuming here, but most people would need kind of like help with items, right? I don't generally give away things. Not in the sense that you ask and I'll give. And I'm speaking generally. I'm not saying you. But I do have giveaways. Now that I remember, I do giveaways every hour of the day, like in my streams. So at the top of the hour, it is only just 11 minutes since I started the stream, so I'm not gonna do any giveaway anytime soon. But come 4 o'clock my time, which is in the next 15 minutes, I will be doing giveaways again. But yeah, if you're just like seeking for advice, I am more than willing to give that to the best of my ability. Of course, I do play this game. I do play all the 9 classes. DPS, tank, support, whatever. But I would say I'm a jack of all trades and master of none. So I do have a basic kind of like knowledge of these roles, but not really an expert at it. I want to say, unless of course you were talking about tanking. Tanking, I've been tanking for 8-9 years now in this game, so I would think that I have quite a bit of mastery in that sense. Oh, okay, Wizard, right? I'm not sure why I'm not doing very good. Um, I mean, can I inspect you in game? Are you like on PC or console? Like if I was to find you, sorry, I don't think that's gonna work. Like, cause this find person only works if that person is here. Wait, I don't know. Let's try to inspect you, shall we? I don't know if this is gonna work because I don't do this. Yeah, player not found. Let's throw. Hey, Sir Wells, how you doing? Happy Eid Mubarak, by the way, sir. I'm assuming, like, I mean, I know you're Muslim and I'm Muslim, and we are like, practicing Eid right now and all. It is like, I feel like today is the 5th day of Eid for me. So it should be eat for you as well wherever you are. All right, so maybe you can PM me in game, since you're on PC. Oh wait, you're not Muslim. Oh God, sorry. It's been a while. I thought it was you. I thought you were the guy who's Muslim. Sorry, else. I was thinking about somebody else. Never mind then. Never mind. Um, yes, I assume so. Right. Okay. Okay. Uh, now I'm getting confused. You mean you like to greet people in their cultural way, meaning to say you're not Muslim, but you say Assalamu alaikum? Yeah, like in kind of like a Muslim greet. I don't know. Some people are like that. But just in case you didn't know, some people like some Muslims might take offense to that. I fall in the other category. When a non-Muslim says Assalamu alaikum, which means like, what does it mean? Sorry, wait. Peace be upon you, right? It's just saying peace be upon you in Arabic. So I don't see the kind of like issues with that. If a non-Muslim says it. So, but other Muslims do find it offensive. I don't know, bros. I'm just not like that though. I just like to give people in their country. It's nice. Unlucky. Yeah. Hey man, I don't mind. I don't mind. Like if anything, it shows respect to that culture, right? Like when I'm in South Korea, I say 안녕하세요. Oh wait, that was not correct. Hanyo hasayo, I think. Correct me if you know a bit of Korean. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's like when I say hello to Koreans, while I'm in Korea, I'd say 안녕 hasayo, you know, and then they greet back anya 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 hasayo as well. Sorry, my Korean's a bit rusty. I haven't been speaking Korean. I mean, my wife likes to watch the like Korean shows. I don't really. There are some that I used to watch back in the day. The Sound of Your Heart, like the first season was awesome, but the second season was pretty bad. I'd recommend you watch that first season. But anyway, my Korean is a bit rusty. So yeah, I like to greet people in their language and in their culture as well because I feel like that's a respect to them. But I don't know, bros. Sometimes people just say, "Oh, you foreigner," or stuff like that. Like I heard. I don't know if this is true. I heard that the Japanese don't like foreigners in their countries, and I don't know. I can't really say. I can't confirm or deny that because I've never been to Japan. My wife has for like a business trip, for work, but I've never been to Japan, so I can't really say whether or not people, the locals, the Japanese, actually find that offensive. Like, not offensive, but they don't welcome you. I don't think that's true. I think it's just that certain people just met with certain other people, and it just like they just like basically blanket everybody like that whole culture as being not nice, which I don't think is fair. But anyway, to each their own. If you want to take offense, yeah, exactly. Like I seriously think that people who are easily offended by whatever you say or whatever you think, um, like it's not your problem to be like tiptoeing over eggshells around them. Like if they find it offensive, then they themselves have to deal with it. I don't want to have to be like extra nice to another person just because they find whatever it is I do or say offensive. Like, I mean, dude, deal with it. If you don't like, sorry, for example, I'm not saying anything here bad, but for example, if somebody in my streams, right, comes in and says, "Oh, I don't like your culture," and I'll be like, "Why are you in my stream then? Excuse you." Like, you can leave if you want, if you don't like how I'm doing things or what I'm saying. I don't have to be like careful about what I say or what I do or what I think around you just to accommodate you. I'm not saying you guys, of course. I'm saying people who are like easily offended. But anyway, it's kind of like the flip as well. I don't mind whatever people do or say in my stream, but if you're gonna be disruptive or negative, I suppose, especially towards my viewers, like I don't care what people say or do to me on my stream, But when they start picking on my viewers, then it's like, no, man, I'm sorry, that's just not on, you know. But the weird thing is, why is it that right? I'm assuming the people who come in and say these things are adults, right? I don't understand why I, as an adult, would have to teach another adult how to act or react. I don't see why I'd need to do something like that, right? Is it because you weren't brought up well enough by your parents that you didn't know how to kind of like deal with other people? If that was the case, I'm kind of like the worst, because I'm socially awkward growing up. Like, I didn't know what personal space was, or how to act around other people. My actions were actually considered weird or not socially acceptable because I didn't have social interactions with other people other than my family members back in the day when I was much younger. Only because I had a very sheltered life. But I mean, that's my story. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. And sorry, I'm not reading chats right now because I can't see. It's basically white text on white background, so I can't really see what people are saying. I think there was like a whole bunch of wall of text there though. Let me use in-game chat because that's way better. It's like a gray background on a white text, so at least I can see what people are saying. Shooting lollipop. All right, sure. I'll check it after this run. It's not gonna take too long, I don't think. Hopefully, it is not the best. I can tell. Like, this group is a pickup group, right? People doing decent DPS. I want to say the tanking could be a bit better, but you know, it's okay. We can deal with this. We're not gonna fail, I don't think. It's pretty hard to fail in Swartborg, I want to say. It is possible, but because people are geared so kind of like well now, it's like you can basically power through this kind of dungeon. But yeah, so let me try and get back to chats here. The whole "you're not Muslim is not your thing to say" goes out the window when you think how many different cultures I have. It's not. Sorry, I'm having difficulty understanding what you're trying to say there. The whole "you're not Muslim." No, it's like okay. I know I'm slightly dyslexic and all, but I don't think that's the issue here. It's how you're saying it. I feel like it's very difficult for me to understand. The whole "you're not Muslim" is not your thing to say. Okay, I'm gonna try and interpret it in how I think it sounds like to me. You're saying that just because you're not Muslim, they're not allowed to say stuff like that, like to greet. But I mean, like I said, it's basically just saying "peace be upon you" in Arabic. It's just like it's basically like saying to somebody, you can't speak Arabic because you're not Arab. You know, that's not right. You can't say that to somebody just because you're not Arabic. You can't speak Arab. You know what I mean? I mean, like, take away the Muslim thing, like the Islam thing, and then just put it in that perspective that you can't speak Arab, or say, for example, you're not Japanese, so you're not allowed to speak Japanese, right? Like, what? Why would anyone say something like that? So it's basically the same thing with Muslims. Just because you're not Muslim doesn't mean you can't say, you know, Assalamu alaikum. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, if you're offended by that, then I'm sorry. You're gonna have to deal with that yourself, right? I can't change your mind for you. If you're adamant in thinking that you can't speak Arab because that person is not an Arab descent, then I'm sorry. There's nothing else I can do or say to kind of like change your mind. You think how many different cultures have Islam around it? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Muslims, a lot of Christians, a lot of whatever. You know, even in my country here, we have a lot of other religions. Like, we actually allow people to practice their religions. It's just that in our country, especially, you're not allowed to advertise. You know, looking for, you know, converts, as it were. That's the only thing that you're not allowed to do. Like, we allow you to practice your religion, just not make a, you know, big deal out of the religion, I suppose. There's no, I don't know what the best word to describe it as. Why are you guys coming this way? Anyway, going back. Sorry. This stream started to kind of like going derailed. I want to say. But yeah. Killer Night Uncle. I'll reiterate. I will check your profile after this. Obviously, I can't do that right now because I'm in the middle of a boss fight, and I feel like I'm trying to carry this by myself. I mean, game by the way, you can expect me. Yeah, sure. I'll do that soon-ish. But we can agree it's a token of respect, greeting people in their language and or culture. Yeah, I mean, for me it is. For me it is. You know, I've heard stories about, say, there's this non-Indonesian lady, I think, or maybe she's like half. So she's like half white or half Indonesian, something like that. I can't really remember because this is a really old story that my wife told me. So she was wearing their cultural dress, right? The Indonesians or somewhere, Aboriginal origins, I suppose. And she was wearing their cultural dress, and then one of the locals, commented that you are of not our origins, so why are you wearing our natural dress? And here I'm sitting listening to this, like, from my wife. I'm like, but you know, it's just because you're not of the origins, that doesn't necessarily mean you can't wear it, right? Yeah, she was wearing a sarong, like oh, what's that Hindu kind of like dress, that you wrap around yourself? A sari. It was not in India or anything. It kind of reminds me of a sari. So she was wearing that and taking pictures because she was like an influencer or something, and they took offense to it, and I was like thinking, but it's just a dress, and if anything, it's a respect to that local culture. I don't understand why people would be offended by other people using their national dress. Like I can't think of one. Like yukata from Japan, I suppose. If I was to wear that, not the female one, of course, the male one. I don't know if it's called a yukata as well. It might not be, so I do apologize. All I'm saying is, if I was wearing a Japanese national dress, right, for men, and then people took offense to that, like, I don't know, bro. I'm trying to understand your culture here. I really don't. I really have no words to say. If you are offended by a foreigner, either speaking your language or your national dress, I really don't know how to help you. It's really. I mean, I get it if your country or if people died if you were to wear their national dress or speak their language, but it's not to that extreme. Like you're not gonna lose your identity or cultural identity if somebody else uses it or speaks it, right? Sometimes it's funny because logically speaking, logically thinking, like you and I can accept that, but these kinds of people, and I've met a few, just cannot process that thought in their brains. They just can't. They're just like unwilling to kind of like bend or move out of the way because they feel like what it is that they think is true is true. It is true to them, I suppose. And if anything, I respect that. I respect that they think that is the truth, right? Whatever. That's completely your opinion. But when it kind of like goes into my kind of like my boundaries, like you're gonna like be in my face or start swinging at me, then that's when the issues start, I think. When people call you names and like berate you and make you feel bad, right? That's when I feel like you cross the line. When it gets physical, for example. Not that I've ever encountered any physical kind of like things get thrown at me or people throw punches at me, not yet, and I hope not to in like future, but yeah, the words were spoken. like one day my wife and I think it was in Bali. I don't really want to say where exactly it was. um, we were somewhere else, obviously. We were tourists in a country which I don't remember where exactly. And one of the locals, we were going on a boat ride. We were leaving for a boat ride. And some of the locals, they would like, excuse me, sell trinkets, right? Well, sell trinkets at the beach. So one of these sellers, one of this like whatever trinket seller, approached us, and we basically said, like in passing, oh, we'll look at it once we come back after the boat ride, not having the intention to look, obviously, because we just wanted him to go away. We didn't expect him to be waiting still once we came back, right? So that might have been on us, but we just didn't want to say no. We don't want to look at your wares. Basically, we were trying to be polite, but I suppose the road to hell is covered with good intentions, right? So we came back, and this peddler was still waiting for us on our trip back. And we just simply said we're not interested at that point. We just assumed that he wasn't gonna be there by the time we got back, and I think it was like at least hours when after we came back from the trip, the boat trip. And he starts blurting out like, just because you're a tourist or you have money doesn't mean that you have to disrespect me, right? In those lines, I don't know exactly what his words were, out of like the top of my head, but that's basically what he was saying. And it made my wife cry. Like, she literally like bawled in my arms, and she was like, because I mean, how could he say that to her, right? We didn't say anything bad to him. We just said we will come back and look at it when we come back, expecting him not to be there. And then when we did come back, we said we weren't interested. So I mean, let's see, in his point of view, maybe he waited for us, literally waited us for hours. So I can understand his frustration when we said, no, we're not interested. But as a peddler, I would have thought that he'd have that kind of like excuse from before, like in his experience of like tourists, that is just something that we say to politely kind of like decline. But I don't know. Maybe he just had a bad day that day. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, it made my wife cry, and obviously I had words to him as well. But I mean, not before kind of like exclaiming that we never disrespected you. We just simply said we weren't interested. And that, I mean, come on, what was he selling? It was like these big ass statues made out of wood and stuff like that. Like, who wants that? If it was something that my wife and I would have liked to buy, we would have bought it without any hesitation. But this is like, buy this thing that you're not gonna need or even be able to carry in your luggage. It just, anyway, besides the point. It's just my kind of like, that was just my take of that scenario. I don't know what what's the word I'm looking for, circumstances were. I don't know. I don't really want to know. Like, I mean, this is just something. I mean, I know he's trying to sell things so that he can buy. That's his way of making money. I get that, but I can't buy something that is one, not useful or interesting to me, and it's just not something that I wanted to buy. You can't force people to buy something. If I was to buy it, I'd just like put it in my hotel room or something, and not think about it, just like, or give it away to somebody else, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, what would you do in that kind of situation, right? Anyway, going back, sorry about that rant, guys. Let me just try to get back. I don't even know if Killer Knight's still around, by the way. I'm trying to find his ad handle. There we go. I found it. That's a long ass name. Sorry, I'm just saying things out loud. I don't mean anything by it. Was that Killer Shooting Lollipop hashtag 7621. Sorry if I'm saying it out loud. It's just a mouthful. There we go. I can see you now. I don't know if I can. Ooh. are you still in my stream? Can I just like invite you to party right now? Cause I can't really see your stats and build from here. It just doesn't allow me to see everything unless there is nothing in here. Where are you in P? Okay, I'm coming over. I'm coming over. And it's almost. I want to say it's almost time for the giveaway. I don't think so actually. It's about 30 minutes till the top of the hour, and see if anybody participates. Because I feel like since I haven't been streaming for the past 2 months, there's not a lot of people that knows that I'm streaming again. So let's see. Oh God, PE. You know, if there's anything that they need to improve, it's the loading times. There we go. I should be able to inspect you properly now. Okay, starting with your IL, that's not too bad. I think 25K you'll be able to do an RADQ. Yeah, 20K. Like I want to say that if you want to do anything in this game, 40K is probably, I want to say, the absolute minimum in order for you to do anything in this game. Oh, 45. Well, 43 I suppose, minus the 2K if you are in a private group. But I mean that's like the bare minimum. If you want to be like actually be current, as in be able to do any of the content in this game, like even the end game, you need to be at least 60. But even then, 60 would be like the minimum of that standard. You know, I'm 81K. Like obviously not my DPS, and for some reason I lost my I lost my IL from somewhere. That's not kind of like the point. Like the highest IL you can get in this game, I think, is about 82, 83K. Now that there's like Fey Wood weapon sets from Masterworks, I think it's 83K. I could be wrong. But I want to say 75 as a DPS. I think that's good enough for like end game content. But anyway, forget that. It's a long way away from where you are right now. I'll be honest. 25K is not too bad. You can run RADQs at least, which will probably help you in to gain like monies. You know, AD. If anything, like on a daily basis, 100K. You know, refine it 10 times, you get a million AD, etc., etc. You know, you use that to buy whatever it is that you need in order to improve. Like if you look at the main hand for the Feywoods right now, which is probably the best in slots weapons, especially if everybody in your team has it, is only 700K. You know, it's so cheap. You could probably replace your Legion weapon sets right now with Masterworks. It may not be +1, but because the non+1 versions are so good, especially if all of your members use Masterworks, that it will just like, you know, even beat Mirages, if that's not what you're looking for. Obviously, if nobody is using Masterworks, Mirages would be the best for DPS. Still, I don't know if that's still true at like mod 23, which is the next mod in June's. But yeah, carrying on. I see you're using, this is like Avernus Bone Harvester. This is still Avernus. Wait, is this Avernus? Forsaken is, I feel like it's Avernus. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might be Sharandar. So you could do with mini boss farms, the first mini boss farms, I want to say, for kind of like the Sharandar gears. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, if this is already Sharandar. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's like at least a mod ago. Forsaken. It sounds like an Avernus gear to me. So actually, do you even need to do VOS like first mini boss? You could probably skip it and go for Sharandar. I don't know if you can go to Shar. I feel like Sharandar is a 40K, 40K IL zone, so you might not be there quite yet. So So stick with. I want to say stick with first mini boss if you can. Can you? Sorry. I mean, when you're end game, like I said, the doors are just open to you. Nothing is locked. Oh, 45k. So yeah, first mini boss is out of the question then. What's the next best thing? I want to say Sharon. I like. No, sorry. I keep on saying Sharon. I meant Dragonbone Vale, but I don't know if you're high enough to get into Dragonbone Vale, which basically reduces the places that you can grind stuff in. Um, hmm. I doubt it, but if you could get master, I don't have masterwork like gear set myself, so that I think that's a bit of a tall order, but at least it's not locked to kind of like zones that you can get into. You know what I mean? If you got like a craft master crafter in your alliance or guild, and they're like nice enough to make you one for whatever reason, maybe you can trade for it. Highly doubt again, because I as a master crafter myself have not been able to get the masterwork armor sets. You know what I mean? The gear sets. You know, the head, the chest, the gloves, the boots. I don't have it. Only because I'm super end game, and masterwork just came out. So that's probably like the height of what you're trying to get at this point. Um, no, I keep on going back to VOS. You can't get into VOS. Maybe Undermountain, I suppose. Those are the like I'm looking at your rings right now. They're not that great. They are good for like scaled content. I know because of the stats here. This is like really ridiculous stats, right? That's why you're using them. I'm assuming. But I want to say they're good just for scaled content. I don't think you should be using these because there's much better rings out there that you could use, especially at your level and at your kind of like IL. Um, so things like what's his face? Avernus rings, right? Condemned +5, overwhelmed +5. I know those are like tank rings, but there are I think that gives you like a lot of power if I remember correctly. This is all in the top of my head. Um, yeah, your set's not too bad. What about your artifacts? You could do with okay. You could do with I want to say Arturius. I mean, I can see all of these are like debuff artifacts. Well, especially Hallister's here, so that's not too bad. Lantern's not too bad. You know, in a group, you would probably be asked to either use these. You know, like Swarm, for example, but that's a mount power. Sorry, excuse me. Maybe Staff of Flowers. You could do with the Staff of Flowers. I think. Other than this Trobians, I don't see why you want to use these because this is a tank artifact. Maybe it's just something that you have access to. That's why you're using it. But if you can replace this with something more offensive, I think that'd be good. Book is for your set, and you need you need some enchantments. You know. It's a bit barren, it's like a desert. There's no trees, no nothing in the horizon. So I would think at least these ones, because you can start off with like rank 4s, I want to say, the combat ones, like the companion influence one. I don't know what exactly it's called. It might actually be called companion influence. I don't remember. It's kind of like one of those things where you get it and you forget about it. So I don't really remember. I need to check my character sheet. But if I do that, then all of this is gone and I have to look for you again. Bonus, combat. These are the first two that I think you should go for. And of the two, go for the companion one because it's gonna boost your stats immensely. It's kind of like one of those purchases, the investments that will actually help you in the long run. Like you probably wouldn't have to upgrade it until you've gotten everything else. You know what I mean? It's the single most, I want to say, single most important artifact that you can have um, from the get go. So concentrate, like forget about the garnets, forget about whatever is here. Just try to get the ones here first, and then maybe this one because you can get it at a higher rank. Like you don't have to start at rank 1. I think usually they start at rank 4, and rank 5 is the highest. So it's just like a one step below. Um, but yeah, so that's my take. I can't tell what your mount powers are, other than actually you screenshotting it and then sending it over. You can do that if you want to. I do have a Discord link here. I'll just like send you my Discord, guys, so you can just like, you know, add yourself in my Discord if you want to, and you can just send me PMs and send me like whatever, dude, help me out here. What do I need to do, kind of thing. So hopefully that's more than enough advice. I can't at the current moment. There's not really much I can help you with in terms of advice. Try to get Avernus. These are some of these are Avernus ones, I want to say. Wait, these are the ones that you get from the maps, right? When you go around the Avernus maps, and it just like, you know, when you're digging the treasure, and these gears pop up, right? So these are the ones, the Forsaken ones. I remember now. So a step up from that, I want to say, would be the Avernus hunts. You know, rib cage. I know I'm setting the bar high because I want to give you the best, kind of like best in slots at your level for right now. Rib cage is gonna be like 4 coalescent wards, so I do apologize for setting the bar really high. But if you want to be kind of like the best in slot, then that's just what you're gonna have. I mean, take this with a pinch of salt. They are gonna have a better ribcage version next mod 23, and apparently how you can get that is from doing hunts. I don't know. I don't go into preview. I just saw people, content creators on YouTube, talking about it, but I don't really care about it until it goes live. So so yeah, for now, I suppose ribcage for your chest piece would be good. Then Goristos, no, Goristos are bracers. What's the helmet one? Sorry, I'm gonna have to look at my own character because that's what. So this is basically what you wanna kind of have as a vested slot DPS. It's really funny because a lot of these things are really old mods, especially like the Mirages. The Mirage set is actually a River District. That is like mod whatever, you know, mod 16 or something like that. It's a really old mod, but it is considered one of the best offensive like weapon gears for right now. And then there's like Lionhearts and all those good stuff. But I feel like because of Masterworks has been released on live, Masterworks is up there, I think, above Mirage. But again, people will disagree. I feel like the reason why Masterworks Feywood weapon sets are better than Mirages for me is because the potential of actually, if everybody in your party is using it. And again, people will disagree with me on top of that because, you know, why not have 4 Masterworks and 1 Mirage, whatever, you know. Up to you. If you feel like that's the case, then go ahead, use Mirage when everybody else is using Masterworks. But I do believe that Masterworks on 5 people is way better than Mirage because you have an overall damage, you know what I mean? Like everybody does a lot of damage, not just you. I feel that's a bit selfish, I suppose. But you know what? That's up to you guys, how you want to see it. If you are doing like, I don't know, 100 million DPS on the charts, and the second guy is like 100 million less than you, so maybe, you know, it doesn't. If that's the case, you should be boosting the guy who's doing a lot more damage than you, like by 10 time folds. You know what I mean? Again, it's situational. Let's put it that way. It's situational. But for now, Mirages, yes. Masterworks, if you can. It's inexpensive, I'll be honest. I spent about 20 million, 30 million AD, and I still don't have a main hand and offhand because I decided to craft it. Instead of just buying it, intelligently just buying it from the auction house. I'm stupid, okay? Anyway, this is a Voss gear, so you could swap this out for something else. What's a good alternate? I know there's another. Maybe this one, Divine Blessed. No, not the Blessed version. Divine Raid Vame braces, or is it Vam braces? I don't know. Excuse me. Gloves. Not too bad. I think there is still a gloves that are better still. I just can't recall it right now. It's not here in my list, so I can't really remember what it was. Could it be these Midnight Grips? No, these are Voss ones. No. Boots. You could go for the Shadow Demon one, but that's again more defensive than offensive. Heels of Fury is a sorry, not River District. Barovia hunt, but that's really old. The latest one I would think is Rusted Iron Leggings from Avernus, but I really hate these. It's good for DPS, but I really hate it for the negative incoming heals. But if you're not getting hit, I suppose that's good. Yeah, so I think if you go for kind of like the Avernus hunt gears first, that will be a stepping stone towards you getting like higher IL, and then finally getting those like I don't know, Masterworks, I suppose. Like I said, you can basically go through mod 22 with like the previous mods gears, and you'll be fine as a DPS. The thing is, I want to say that this works only because I've got this, all of these enchantments at rank 5 maximum rank. So that basically replaces the lost stats that I could have gotten if I say was wearing Masterworks or Lionhearts and any other gears, right? It just so happens that these previous mod gears works very well if you have a lot of stats, especially kind of like 100% bolsters in mount and companions. You have less worry to kind of like get to your side. Even with all of this gears that I have and enchantments, I'm still not at 90%. So I'm definitely doing something wrong myself. But the thing is, I do pretty well. I can do COK as a DPS if I wanted to. I don't do amazing DPS, but as a DPS, I do fine. And if as a tank, I even do way better. Like, okay, that's not my actual IL. See, I've lost 1,000 IL somewhere. Where did I lose my 1,000 IL? Is it the boons? Did we do something, guys? Like, I'm basically asking my alliance people here. I don't know why I've lost 1,000 IL again. Like, this is what happened yesterday as well. I was like going through my pages, trying to figure out. Oh, that's why I'm using a lesser empowered. Sorry, I was using a lesser mount power. It should be 81k now. Yes, 81.7k. So as a tank, I'm an 81k. It could be better. I think I can at least reach 82. If I have my Masterworks, which I don't have right now. I do have a main hand. I have a main hand, and it's not +1. But I'm looking to get the offhand, but it's costing like 4 million AD, I think, top of my head. I don't remember, and I don't have 4 million AD right now. I might get 2 million soon, but it's not 4 million. 2 million is not 4 million. You know what I mean? So hopefully that's good enough. I'm sorry if that was a bit too long, and too kind of like too much info, all at once. So if it is, you can always PM me in Discord. Then I'll probably be able to write out an essay for you. I don't know if I want to do that though. Maybe I can point you in the right direction at least. But just to kind of like wrap that up, for yourself, I would think go and do Avernus hunts. I make it sound easy. It's not. You're probably gonna have to spend hours and hours, or at least a lot of AD, just to kind of like acquire those gears, because they are quite expensive. I want to say it's like one coalescent ward, upwards of four coalescent wards. It really depends on who you're dealing with. I suppose if you deal with your alliance members, it might be better. It might be cheaper that way. They might even do it for free. It really depends on what kind of like guild members you have. Like in my guild, a lot of people just giving it away, like rib cages, like literal rib cages that cost like four coalescent wards. Why? Because they're guild members. I mean, I would charge that stuff, man, because it is my time, right? It is my time that I had to expend in order to kind of like get those lures. So I don't think people would like, berate me if I was to charge them like say 2 or 3 coal wards. Maybe not the maximum 4, but at least something. You know what I mean? But hey, to each their own. People are like that sometimes. They would like give away things. And speaking of giving away things, in the next 6 minutes, we'll do a raffle and see if anybody joins, because I have a sinking feeling I don't think a lot of people are on right now to want to join. It's like how and that's all right. I don't even know why I queued for a pug just now. But it should be fine. This is the worst dungeon to do a pug with. Because it's MSP, Master Spell Plague. Master Spell Plague, it used to be riddled with a lot of bugs, but I have a sinking feeling that it's way better now. Like there's less bugs there than it was before. So let's see how this goes. Oh, I'm still a tank. I'm a tank. Oh yeah, I totally forgot that I swapped to a tank. I thought I was a DPS. It's fine. Like I'll show you my tanking prowess. I don't know how this is gonna go, especially during a live stream, right? I don't know. It should be fine. It should be fine. It's not like it's a hardcore mode. Hardcore mode sucks ass. I don't care, man. That's just how I feel about hardcore. Oh my god, they've been stuck here for 20 minutes. I feel so bad for these guys. This is not RC or anything, right? It shouldn't be this hard. I mean, obviously I'm standing still because there's nothing much I can do. He's immune to damage. There's nothing I can do to this guy, to this boss for right now when he's immune. I could do like a taunt, I suppose, so that he looks at me instead of my teammates, but I mean, the boss will do whatever he wants. See, he's ignoring me already. He's already ignoring me now. Where's he gone? Alright. I need to break this. Oh, we already broke it. That's fine. Like I said, the only reason people get stuck here is because they don't know the mechanics. Or they just lack the DPS, I suppose. I don't know. What is going on? Pull. Oh. I knew I should have, like... I should have KV'd him, actually. I saw it coming. I thought he'd, like, shift away. But he didn't. He just stood in the line. The attack was a straight line. And he just kept on being on a straight line. Oh, man, that's funny. See, they're doing pretty decent DPS. So I don't understand why it took them 20 minutes. Look at how fast they burned the first boss. Like the first round of the first boss. I don't understand why it took them 20 minutes just to get here. Or maybe everybody got replaced, right? The sucky party before this got replaced, and now it's like all the good DPSers. or something. I don't know. I don't know. I just got here, guys, and it's like 20 minutes long for some reason. Um. Oh, anyway, Killer Nile. Hopefully, I've talked enough. I've given you the steps now for you to take. Uh, but I don't know if I wrapped it up in conclusion before I got distracted. So let me rephrase. Let me reiterate. Go through your avenues, get your tier hunt gears, your whatever blessed helmet it was. I can't remember the name. I don't think it was from Garisto. It might be. I think I'm confusing myself with the gloves instead of the helmet. But I could be again wrong that it is in fact the helmet that I'm looking for. The one that gives you critical strike. I think it's called Garisto's helmets. I'm not sure. So Garisto's helmet. Hold on, sorry. Garisto's helmet, rib cage. That might be the either the first thing or the last thing that you have to look for, depending on your kind of like your luck, I suppose. You might get it for free. So yeah, maybe. Don't have your hopes. You don't have your hopes high, because like I say, it's one of the most expensive gears that you can get right now for 4 coalescent modes, which is the ribcage. Then boots, you can go for rusted iron leggings. That's from Avernus. And for gloves, I suppose you can go for ebonized. That's one of the better ones. It's a really old gloves though, so it might not be worth it for you. But the issue is you can't get into VOS right now. That's what I'm thinking about. Like, where else can you get good gloves without being able to get into VOS? You know what I mean? Like your main focus right now should be trying to get to VOS. And in order to get to VOS, you need to get your IL up to like 45k. So yeah, get your Avernus gears. Step 1, step 2, get into VOS. Get your VOS gears, and yeah, go from there. That's probably gonna take you a couple of months, if I'm being honest, unless you play a lot like myself. So that might take maybe a month or two, I suppose. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes in this game. You have to like trade off your time and effort for like gears. Like, you can't really compare yourself with me because I've spent 8 years of my life playing this game, you know. 8 years, 9 years, coming 9 years now. So you know, yes, I have a lot of enchantments. Yes, I have a lot of gears. Yeah, but that's because it took me 8 years to get there, you know. But you know, keep at it. You'll get rewarded eventually. And let me try and break this chain, because my guy here is gonna die otherwise. Okay, that took a while. And you know what? You can give me progress reports, because I'll be interested in how far you gotten with the advice that I gave you. Like, how long did it take you to get to where I needed you to be, you know, or where you needed to be. But you know what? Another good advice, I think, would be just to take your time, like have fun with it. Like, even coming from a guy who's endgame, right? Once you get here, there's not much you can do. There's literally not much you can do at endgame. Like, you can certainly do COKs. You can certainly do things like a hardcore VOS, but to what end? You know what I'm saying? Especially once you've gotten everything that you needed, there's really no rush for you to rush into anything. You'll get there eventually, you know. It just depends on how fast you want to get there. If you really want to get there real fast, then you may have to use real life cash, for example. But again, I don't see the point of rushing into things, because once you get to endgame, there's nothing left for you to do anymore. You're just basically doing stuff like this, doing random dungeons and trial queues every day. refining your AD, maybe do a little bit of professions. In the end, it's just trying to get to the best in slot, right? And once you already have the best in slots, then what? Because I think that's a problem with Neverwinter. There's a lot of things that you can just buy instead of like grind for. You know what I mean? Like mythic mounts or enchantments or I want to say weapons and gears. There's you know how it used before. You want to get the best stuff, you need to run the end game dungeons, right? So if I was to take COK as an example, COK does drop companion gears. It does drop weapon sets, but because of the emergence of Masterworks, the weapon sets from COK become redundant. Like there's no reason for you to get the weapon sets from a COK because it has been overshadowed by the Masterworks. So if you already have a Masterworks, there's no need for you to run COKs, and there's not any real reason for you to run COKs after that, right? Other than bragging rights. I keep on saying this in my streams. You can skip COK is what I'm trying to say. You don't even need to run it anymore. There's no point in doing so. And I think that's a mistake. I think that's a mistake in the developer side, that the fact that in order to get the latest things, you can just buy them. I think it should have been, I think the system, how it should be, and this is just my personal opinion, is that you can get stuff to get the best stuff, but you need to run the dungeons in order to get the best stuff, if you know what I mean. Not this crafting crap that they're doing right now with the Mastercraft, for example. Like, this is my take. I spent about 30 million AD trying to craft my main hand and offhand, but I could have just simply bought the +1 versions that is being sold by other crafters. You know what I mean? It basically dilutes, you know, the blood, sweat, and tears that I had to go through in order to make the weapon sets, and then some guy is selling it for like a tenth of what I'm trying to, you know, a tenth of the resources that I've used to make them, and I still don't have the Masterworks main hand and offhand. I have the main hand, I don't have the offhand, and it took me 30 million AD. You know, but I mean, that's just the reality of things. I could have simply just bought it, but I feel a lot more satisfied if I was to craft it myself, you know. But the truth is, I have to grind for the materials, like 15 whiskers, in order to make one of those materials, the crystalline whatever armament. And if I failed, I have to do that process again. And obviously, because it's RNG, just because I run 15 VOS doesn't necessarily mean I'll get 15 whiskers. It's all RNG, and it just sucks that way. I suppose it's a good reason to grind for stuff, I suppose. Oh, that mirror is gone. I'm trying to be behind this boss, but I'm afraid I'm just gonna get pushed off. So I'm just gonna let him jump. There we go. I think somebody just got shoved. Yeah, not somebody, somebody's. There's at least 2 people that died because they get shoved off the platform. But anyway, this boss is gonna be dead soon. It's alright. Do I get tears? What did I get? I got an insignia and a black pearl, I think it's called. Wait, it's not black pearl, is it a black opal? Black opal, there we go. I mean, that's good for gems and guild marks. Oh wait, where am I going? What the fudge? Where am I going? I got confused, sorry. He was going that way. I was like, wait, are we supposed to go that way? Wait, why am I by myself? All by myself. I should probably change my streams to just me singing songs. Because there's just not a lot of people watching streams of Neverwinter anymore. I know I've been gone for 2 months, but that was my personal reasons, right? For personal reasons. And when I came back 2 months later, there's like nobody watching Neverwinter streams. You know, except for Templars the other day. He had 20 viewers. That was amazing. Especially the fact that there's not a lot of people, you know, on. Maybe just not a lot of people that are willing to stay up to watch Neverwinter at like, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the morning, I suppose. I don't know what it is for you guys, what time. It's like 4 p.m. for me. So I'm assuming it's probably around 4 a.m. for you guys in the US. Not sure. It's been a while since I streamed. I used to be able to predict like what time it is somewhere in like different parts of the country because a lot of people come in and say hello. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning right now, you know. But yeah, it's okay. I suppose it's a slow burn. What's the key? It looks like, oh, look below. It is written. Okay, what? What is this cryptic messages that are saying below? Below what? I got key. I got a key. Oh, good. Why am I in combat? Okay, there we go. So hopefully these guys don't like open the portals here because I really don't. You know, when it is unnecessary to open a portal and somebody does, I let them to their vices. Like I'm not gonna participate in killing these mobs of the portal that you just opened by yourself. Like if you want to kill these mobs, go ahead, but don't include me, you know. I mean, that's fine. That's unavoidable, I suppose, because it's such a small space. But if they go out of their way to open a portal to kind of like get more mobs, to get more DPS in the dungeon, I'll be like, go ahead, bros. Like, knock yourself out. Like, I'm not gonna help you kill these mobs. You know, that was unnecessary. I don't know if you guys understand exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I'll see if I can show it to you guys in a second. Like, okay, you see those mushrooms over there? If you walk over there, mobs will spawn. So I'm over here trying to kill these mobs over here, and if I see somebody walking over to the mushrooms to kind of like interact with the mushrooms and make more mobs to spawn, go ahead. I'm not gonna help you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go all the way out there. You're out of your way to go and open the portals. You know, just trying to get more DPS. I suppose. I don't know why anyone would do that. I don't understand. Why would you need, if you don't have to open the portals, why would you need to open them? Other than for an achievement. There is actually an achievement where I think if you only open 2 portals throughout the whole run, you get an achievement. Or if you open all the portals, you get an achievement as well, a different one. So if you're an achievement hunter, okay, sure, fine. But this dungeon has been out for how long? I want to say like mod 14 or something like this, you know, a really old mod. River District mod, right? It's a River District, so that's about, I want to say mod 11, 12. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I don't remember all of the mods names. Like, sometimes I don't remember what mod this is, you know. It is mod 22. I know that now because I keep on reminding myself. But yeah, for quite a bit, I didn't even know what mod this was. It's not like when you log in, it tells you what mod it is, you know what I mean? The only way I found out was actually going to Google and asking, what mod is Neverwinter in right now? It is mod 22. Anyway, mod 23 is going to come out in June. Looking forward to it because I literally have nothing much to do. Just doing the event, which is doing RTQs and RADQs. Not specifically, like, but you know what I mean. You have to do random dungeons and trials or skirmishes or just the normal dungeons instead of the advanced dungeons. I'm in an advanced dungeon right now. And I've already done the trial queue. So basically that's almost 2 down of my dailies. I think I already did Sharandar, like trying to get the hunts, because that's my daily thing. You gotta have your own daily things, right? My daily thing is to try and get all of the collections for companion gears in Sharandar, because even after this long, I still haven't got a complete collection, not 100% in Sharandar, and that kind of sucks for me as a completionist. Well, I can even show you right now. I think Sharandar, where art thou? Sharandar. See, I've got all these other things, but not these things. You know what I mean? That's like about 6 items that I'm still missing, or 8. I don't know, 6 or 8, something like that. I was running this dungeon with a couple of like high-end players. When I say high-end players, they're like above 70Ks, and we failed. We failed because everybody thought, and even the tank thought, that they were DPSers. You know what I mean? It's like super ridiculous. Why is nobody... There's 3 DPSs. Why are not crossing this? So we failed. Not only because of the key phase, which is when it's like a party wipe if you don't kill all the souls or something. Because we bugged her. Obviously, we had too much DPS that we bugged her, and she did her wipe mechanic, and there was no way for us to stop it because we just did too much DPS, right? You thought that they'd fix that, but they haven't yet. So yeah, and then but before that, it was during this phase, like I was a DPS and the portals were gone. Like this yellow thing, it was gone. Like somebody went through. And there's only 3 DPSers, right? There's only 3 gates, right? So if there's no more gates, that means somebody other than the DPS went through the gate. Like, why would you go through the gate if you're not the freaking DPS? I don't understand. But anyway, what is that red? There we go. Just in case you don't know, in order to get the skull poison away from your body, you have to get yourself stunned. Anyway, this part is when people fail because they did so much DPS. These tears don't appear, they don't spawn, and you can't go through the gates that you're supposed to go through. I will go through all of the gates because it'll only work once anyway. And they have... Oh, why is this guy... Oh, he got poisoned to death. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm assuming he got poisoned to death. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It took 20 minutes though. It took longer than I expected to actually complete this run. I came in at 20 minutes at the first boss. It's been 20 minutes since. So it actually took longer than I expected. But, you know, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. And we are done. There we go. Easy peasy. I'm trolling, obviously. It is easy for me. Unfortunately, it just took them longer. I don't know why. I could stay my hand and get this Alexandrite. I don't need RP, but it is good guild marks. Like if I trade it in donate it at a coffer in my stronghold, it might give me like 1,000. I think, I don't know. That might be a blood diamond or something. It's called. I can't remember. Brilliant diamond. Sorry, not blood diamond. That's something else. Let's just reroll and see my luck though. Ooh, 5 unbind tokens. I don't need any more, to be honest, but it's surprising to see one of these here in this kind of dungeon, so I'm just gonna take it anyway. I don't generally buy my unbind tokens. In fact, all of my unbind tokens, all 250 or 260 of them, is acquired from running dungeons like this. There is a fortitude there. It is a blue though. I think I've got enough of these. I don't really need any more. They are rare, but like I said, I've got too much. I got so much. Primitive mode is a 1%. It kind of sucks, so I will reroll. If it was like the last thing that it gave me, obviously I'm just gonna have to take it. 5 Tourmaline trade bars and a couple of purple gears. Sure, why not? There are some more purple gears here, but no. I was about to say, you gotta be careful because it's right next to the portal, and if you press F, you get out, and you don't end up picking up the gear. And I just did it. Like I was trying to like teach you guys not to do it, and I was the one who did it myself. Oh my god! Talk about shooting your foot, right? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's just a purple gear. I had it in my head, but my actions were different to what I was saying. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, it is kind of like, I don't know. I think 100 guild marks per purple equipment. But it's okay. I'm not in any real need of guild marks. Only because I've already acquired my main hand and offhand. Like, I don't really need any more guild marks to buy more maps, profession maps. I don't know if I'm explaining myself well. In order to kind of like get those materials that I need for my masterworks. I do need it for my commissions though, but because of the amount of guild marks, it's so little, it's so minuscule. It's like you'll end up getting more in the end. I want to say, like, you have 100 here, you get 100 there. Eventually, you'll have like a full 50,000 guild marks in your inventory. So I'm just gonna like this. You see, hand it in gems. It's not a lot, but you know, if you do this every day, you'll eventually get to that point where you basically cap your guild marks, right? I'm waiting for the event, which is gonna come soon, where you get double your guild marks from donating to the coffers. But I'm saving that for my alts. I'm doing it. I'm donating on my main, so that there's at least a flow of guild marks coming in, and then once 2 times guild mark comes out, then I'll be able to kind of like dump all of my gears and stuff and donate and get double the amount of guild marks that I can get if I was to do it on any other day. I could probably sold that, but I don't really care for it. So purple equipment, obviously gold equipment gives you more guild marks. I believe it's about 2,500, but during a 2 times guild mark you get 5,000 guild marks. Just in case you guys don't know that. What did I just donate? Why is it from this bag? I'm gonna have to look at my VODs later on and see what mistake that I just did. That's 2 mistakes in one stream now. What is this? Dungeon Shards of Power. I don't know. I'm probably gonna, I'm such a hoarder. I don't really know what I have on me, and it shouldn't be important if it wasn't marked as protected, right? I hope not. I don't know if that was important, but it's strictly speaking, anything that I use is in the second bag, and everything important is in my other bags, right? So whatever that was here could have been an artifact or a gear, but I hope not. I'm pretty sure I've locked all of my gears, but it so happens that it was a gear, or an artifact. C'est la vie, I suppose. I've already exhausted my one-time get back what you need. Get back an item that you mistakenly throw away before, and you can only get that once throughout your gaming, right? So if I was to ask the devs to get back what I threw away just now, I probably would get a denied. Hey, Genocidal, what's up, bro? I mean, he's lurking, so I don't know if he's still here, but how was your stream yesterday? I know I kind of like left because I was getting hungry, but I do appreciate you coming by. And just so you know, I didn't say anything in your stream yesterday, but I did subscribe to you just before that other guy subscribed to you. And you did hit your sub goal of 30. Anyway, wow, that is loud. Makes me want to do the shuffling, right? But I can't do the shuffle. I can't dance to save my life. Whew. Anyway, thanks for coming in. Say hi. I do appreciate you coming by and saying hello. Do check him out, guys. He's a fellow Bruneian, and he plays. Well, he usually plays COD, but he was playing Fortnite yesterday. So I don't know what that was about. Maybe because I know Genocidal plays a plethora. I don't want to say plethora. A rainbow colored like selection of games from Fortnite, COD, Diablo. I'm not sure which Diablo. I don't think it's number 3. I think he said it was number 2, or maybe the remake of number 1. But yeah, so but I know him as playing COD zombies, especially when he started streaming. When I started following him on stream, so yeah, check him out if you are into FPSs, guys. I actually enjoy zombie games as well. You know, Left 4 Dead, etc. etc. Project Zomboid. But I don't feel like I'm good enough to be streaming those types of games. I really enjoy people who are skillful in the games that they play. Unfortunately, Neverwinter is a bit of a gray area for me. It does take skills, I suppose. It does take a little bit of know-how. But if you have the brute force, you could probably overcome anything in the game. Just as long as you have brute force. You know what I mean? Things that are broken, like the Band of Air back in the day. I was hitting for minimum 3 million HP per at will back in the day. Upwards of like 9 million, 10 million. I have my VODs and short videos of that when it happened, like at the Rage of Bell. So it was kind of funny. What's going on here? Can't queue for Dragon Hunt alone. Alliance Dungeon Madness starting 7th of May. Prizes. I generally don't follow kind of like my alliance, like what they call these, not runs, like prizes and tournaments, because I feel like other people, other alliance members need that more than I do. Speaking of which, I was supposed to do a giveaway about 25 minutes ago. I totally forgot, so I don't know how to redeem myself. I suppose I could do one in 5 minutes if you guys remind me. We could do 2 giveaways in the next hour. But the thing is, I feel like I need to stop my stream at 5 o'clock. It is 4:25 right now, so I do have less than an hour before I have to go. Yeah, let's just make it at 4:30, guys. If I remember, I do apologize. I'm not on point today, unfortunately. But I did do my random trial queue and advanced dungeon queue. So basically, my event is done for the day. Where's my event? Draconic. Yeah, my event is done for the day. Almost there. I think I want to say about 3 days more in order to unlock the second tier of rewards. Mount Collar. Why? Wait. Oh, okay. I got an epic Mount Collar for the first one, but it's actually the premium version. So I was like, why would they give me an epic and then give me a rare for the second choice? Is because it's not the battle pass version. I get it. Okay. Legendary insignia. I think I have one right here, actually. I haven't opened yet because I didn't know what to do with it. Like, unfortunately, this is bound to account, guys, because otherwise I would be giving this away. Even though I do need insignia powders, to be honest, so that I can get my colors to legendary and then mythic. But the thing with insignias is, the thing with insignia powders is, the colors, they need a lot of other materials before you can even upgrade them to legendary from epic. Here you see I need about 50 of these shards of greater empowerment, so that's not too bad. The glyphs of potency also not too bad. I can get those like unlimited. The insignia here is 750. That's actually not too bad, especially since I already got like about 600 of them. I just need 150. So I do have legendary insignia choice pack that I can just like convert into insignia powder. So I'm not too kind of like worried about it. I do get it like through normal play anyway, like opening my chests, my VIP chests, and going and doing dungeons and stuff. You will get insignias eventually anyway. It is a slow burn. Again, this game is kind of grindy anyway. There are ways that you can just grind for it, but I don't recommend it because it's not enjoyable. it is literally a grind. So I mean, if you like grinds like I used to, I don't like it anymore because I feel like there's better use of my time, like watching anime. But if it's something like oh, I don't know, like this Masterworks, I suppose it gives me something to do for people who are at my level, which is like end game. I'm trying to get into an RC. It doesn't seem like anybody's doing it right now, so let me just look in at channels, shall I? Unless somebody needs it as well in the chat. So usually when I ask in chat, nobody says anything. But that's fine. That's fine. I feel like maybe they're not good enough to do RC. That's why people don't say anything. And one heal. Let's do that, shall we? Am I a tank? No, I'm not. Let me swap to a tank. Because usually when people ask for a group for a run, people will inspect you. At least that's what I do. I don't know about other people. In order to gauge whether or not it's worth running set dungeon with said person, if somebody wants to do say a VOS and there's like only 50k, I believe people will not say anything, right? They will not plus up. I mean, that's me personally. I don't know what other people do, but I feel like if you're not up to par in what they want for a particular dungeon, you're not gonna get pluses. You're not gonna get people plussing up, and it looks like I might not get any pluses at this point because it's so late. Okay, I got 1 DPS. That's good. Making progress. Oh, shit. I still have your ad handle, by the way. Killer Knight, it looks like. So let me just copy over your name so I don't like post it in like channels by mistake. I'm not sure if you're still here. I think you're lurking, or was that genocidal? It's fine if you're lurking, by the way. I don't mean anything by it. Like I much prefer people to be here rather than not, if you know what I mean. It's nice if I can get conversations going, but it's still fine. I feel like when I'm doing this dialogue, this monologue as it were, people actually enjoy that while they're playing Neverwinter and stuff, or doing whatever else it is that they're doing. And they just have me in the background just talking. I sometimes do that as well when I'm playing by myself. Like, I'm sorry, let me just rephrase that. When I'm playing Neverwinter on my own, I like to listen to either background music or radio, or even another stream or a streamer while I'm doing what I'm doing in Neverwinter. Oh, I got a heal straight away. That's nice. That is kind of nice. It's actually so hard to get heals. Oh, I need just the 2 DPSers. Nice. There, copy that. And probably ask in heals. I'll ask in player looking for group first. And then I'll ask in... Oh, wait. What? I don't need heals. I already got heals. Sorry guys, I know this part is boring where you're just like waiting to create groups, but that's just a reality of MMOs like this, where if you're gonna queue it in like pug groups, you're gonna have to wait hours. So this is actually a faster way of doing things, especially if you are of the support class, tank, non DPS classes, tank and heals. It's way faster to do it this way, especially if you're in like several channels that does this. Sorry, is that an ant? I'm gonna ask only because I'm kind of desperate. You know what? Instead of just like standing around waiting for people to plus up, I'll just like keep on doing my SpartanDee. So I mean, I know. Oh God, are we supposed to do giveaways? Is it 4:30? I think it's way past 4:30 now. Hold on, I'm waiting for the map to load so I can see the time. I have a sinking feeling it is 4:30. Hello. It's 4:33. Um, let's see if anybody's still awake. How do I do this? I don't remember. Right. Okay. So I've started a raffle, guys. Uh, and basically, what it is, you type in exclamation mark join as it says in the text there in the chat. I think it's like this way, right? Right. This way. Hold on. Let's see if I remember this. Yeah, it's this way. Yeah. So if you type in exclamation mark join, you should be able to join the raffle. But I mean, if nobody joins, that's fine. It's basically me giving away stuff in game for PC only, though. Was that? 90 seconds. It'll end in 90 seconds. Uh, I mean, let that go. I feel like there's no point in me explaining it if nobody joins, because there's not a lot of people on. That's fine. I feel like I need to stream on a daily basis just to get back the people that used to watch me again, because I've been gone for so long that people just didn't expect me to come back. There's 60 seconds left to join, guys. Again, if you're listening and you're on PC, you can join the raffle. And if you're the only person who joins, you are 100% winner, by the way. Oh, speaking of which, they're still waiting on me. I lost. Did I lose the DPS? I don't think so. What was I saying? Yeah, streaming every day. Although tomorrow I have to go to the dentist. I chipped my tooth, and I'm feeling a bit self-conscious about it. It is so people. If I didn't mention it, probably people wouldn't notice. So I'm not gonna say any more about that. Like, I chipped my tooth on the second or first day of Hari Raya. So yeah, it was like the day that we were gonna do a family picture, and I chipped my tooth. So so I didn't smile like full mouth smile, like full teeth smile, because I was self-conscious about my chipped tooth. Like, it was from a previous chip tooth, if that makes sense. But then it came off like a couple of days ago, and because there's like public holiday for the past 3 days, I'm assuming, I didn't know it for sure, but I'm assuming the public dentist is closed during those 3 days. It is now the 5th day. I should have gone yesterday, but I was streaming yesterday, so hopefully I'm not gonna stream tomorrow and go to the dentist in the morning if I wake up early enough, because I mean, chip tooth or not, I don't want to expose my kind of like nerves to the elements and then get like pain. I'm not in pain right now because I don't know, maybe it hasn't reached to the tooth or enamel, however you want to say it. It hasn't reached to that point, so that's why it's not in pain. But I don't want to wait until it is in pain. You know what I mean? I want to resolve that chipped tooth as soon as possible before it gets worse. Anyway, I feel really bad for these guys. They've been like waiting for me to get like a group going. And I do have to leave like at 5, so I only got like 30 minutes before I have to go. Maybe I'll ask my alliance. You know what? I'll just ask my alliance. Hopefully there's people who would be willing to join. Because RC today is a bit annoying, I think. Hold on. He's not online. I'm waiting for him. Waiting on the last DPS. We go as soon as. I think that's him. Yeah, it is. Hi all. Ready? Usually I do a wave, but it's okay. It's okay this time. I'm just gonna wait. Otherwise, we go in 10 seconds. I'm gonna count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Because otherwise, we're gonna wait for days. I think if we don't count down. And then since I'm the queue lead, I'm setting the rules. I think I'm eating tea dust. What the hell is that? I should really change my not artifacts per se, my weapon enchantment, armor enchantments. I think maybe I should swap to a soul shield. I feel like, but maybe my my defense stats is gonna carry us through this, so I don't need to swap. Hopefully, we can use mount powers. It looks like we cannot use artifact powers. We can use our consumables, so I guess I could use that to buff my stats a bit. But it is Frozen Heart anyway, so it's not that bad, I think. You could probably survive without boosting yourself with consumables. Especially if you're the tank. I mean, as a tank in an RC, all you gotta do is get aggro and not die, right? With the help of your healer. So, and the role of a DPS is to do a lot of damage, so... Which means that I don't have to do any kind of like damage, I suppose. Like the damage dealer is not me. I'm not the damage dealer. Like that's the DPSers. There's like 3 DPSers like in the group, okay? They should be the one doing most of the damage. Like I always get worried whenever as a tank I'm in the top 3 of the DPS leaderboards. That doesn't bode well at all. Like it doesn't matter if I'm like 81k and you're like 60k. As a DPS, you should have bonuses that allows you to have a lot more DPS than the tank role. If it does not, that means that you're not building your DPS efficiently. You know, not in a smart way. Let's put it that way. And I don't really blame people for not doing that. I feel like it really depends on the individual whether or not they have the resources or not. Like I've been playing for 8-9 years, so there's no excuse for me not to have the resources in order to kind of like build my character. But if you've only been playing for like a week, you can't expect that person to have all of the best in slot stuffs already after a week of playing. At least a couple of months. At least a couple of months. It's that makes sense. And why is this boss still alive? Like I know you can't use your artifacts and stuff, but you can still use mount powers. I know that guy is being assaulted by the mobs, but I need to keep the bosses on me. If he wants to kind of like get the mob off of him, he should be closer. He should be where I am, like close to where I am, so I can do something about it. Like I can put a KV on him if he stands next to me. But if he's gonna be like all the way there, there's nothing I can do. So please stay out of the red. Well, I much prefer them to be close to me. And stay out of the red as well, I suppose. Yeah, that's a shortcut, by the way. I don't know if everybody knows that. So I'm hanging about waiting for if any stragglers. And the answer seems to be no, so that's fine. Or I think I spoke too soon. I feel like that guy's stuck there. I'm not sure. I think he just aggroed all of the mobs to us. Well, he's dead. Nothing I can do about that. He died. And then he came back and then he died again. Yeah, thank the barb. Like I need to get him to a central position, so my teammates here don't get hit by like the AoEs and stuff. This is funny because the thing is, this is only Frozen Heart. You know what I mean? It is RC. I get it. It is RC. It is more difficult, but you know, it's RC. It's Frozen Heart. It's one of the like random dungeon queues. You know, not even an advanced one. It's just a basic dungeon, kind of like Clock Tower. You know what I mean? But we're having difficulties. I didn't even look at my teammates like gear score. It's like RC? Yeah, sure, RC. Well, how much would you guys be willing to bet that they're not even like 60Ks? Or maybe they're 60Ks. I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe I'm assuming they're 50Ks. They might be 60Ks, but at the rate at the HP the boss is going, I don't think it's even 60K. But I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong. I just didn't look at their ILs earlier. What's most important to me is that I don't die. That's the most important thing. Like, not letting my teammates down is my most important task as a tank. Let's see how much we got here. We got 67, 69, 61, 61. I was wrong. They're more than 50s, but it doesn't seem like they are to me. Are they gonna aggro? Okay, good. They are not. I don't know, man. I'm sorry if I'm sorry if that that prediction was like off the charts. Like, I got that way off. But the thing is, I feel like it's like 50K groups right now. Maybe the RC is just hard today. I don't know. I'm smiling from ear to ear because I got it wrong. I thought it was 50K, not 60Ks. Maybe I'm just so used to running like content with 70Ks that you know, this would have been done by now, kind of. It shouldn't have taken this long to kill this like first level boss. he got smacked. Like, do not be with the tank. You do not want to side with the tank, because you're just gonna get your ass whooped. I don't know if the healer said something about getting out of the red, but I don't know if he's talking about me or if he's talking about my the other teammates, like the DPS. I mean, I'm just doing my job here. I'm standing still and being across the supports and DPS so that they can have combat advantage. And strictly speaking, honestly speaking, I'm not getting hurt. Like, I know I'm getting healed by our healer and all, but even without him or her healing me, I should have been fine. Like, I could just use my my Stone of Health if I was ever in jeopardy, in danger. You know what I mean? There's a better word for it, not jeopardy. I suppose maybe jeopardy. Every time I think about Jeopardy, I think about that TV show, game show. Oh, I don't want to block that. I don't want to be in anywhere in that line of red AoEs. DPSers, what you doing? Mobs are on me. Like, it's hard enough that the boss is on me, and he got ads as well on top of that. Seriously, this is taking way longer than I expected. Like, this guy should have been dead by now, twice over. But it's fine, it's fine. I'm not complaining, I'm just surprised. Like, I really thought we would have been done by now. And what surprises me as well is the fact that when people died, they're not like dead. I thought it was no revives today. I would like to check, but I'm kind of busy right now, so I don't want to do that. Like, in the middle of a boss fight, check. Oh, is this a no revive RC? Like, I can't interact with you for some reason, bro. There you go. Kind of want to pull him more central. This is kind of like against the wall kind of thing. I find it endearing that this boss is trying to kill me, but he's not even making a dent on my health. Even when he's doing that. Like, I know you get downscaled in an RC. Oh wait, do you or don't you? It looks like you don't. So basically my full potential as a tank is released. My full potential as a tank is not being limited by scaling. I really hate scaling now. Like I've said this before. Like I think it was yesterday during my streams. That the devs should remove scaling completely and have an option of having scaled content if only they want to. Because otherwise it's like this. Like you've worked so hard in order to get your IL up by like, whatever K, 81, 82K, and then you get scaled and you're like, I don't know, 20Ks. I don't like feeling weak, okay? It's just one of my peeves because that's the whole reason that you'd like slave away and grinding and getting the best in slots, so you'd feel, incredible, like overpowered. The feeling of being overpowered, I think, is one of the reasons why people like to play video games, because it's something that they can like have control over. Like it's not like real life where you can't like level yourself up, you know what I mean? You do strength training, I guess you can get muscles and all that. You can get the bod that you need, I suppose, but though nobody wants to do the effort. Unless of course it was like a game. If it was something like a game where they can see their experience bar fills up when they're doing strength training and all that, I think that might actually motivate people to go and to the gym and do strength training. I don't know. Make it into a game kind of thing. But unfortunately that's just not how it is in real life. Like okay, let me just share you a story. I used to be fat, right? I used to be 100 kilos, however many pounds that is. I think it was about 300 pounds or something like that. I don't look like that, right? I don't look like 100 pounds, 300 pounds or 100 kilos because I worked out. I want to say 6 hours a day. Sorry, what was it? 8 hours a day, 6 days a week for, I want to say 6 months, 3 months. I don't even remember. So I don't look like that anymore. But yeah, the thing is with working out, you can see it physically, but over a period of time. And if you don't see your progress, I think it demotivates people. Like being able to lift more weights over like the course of the weeks has motivated me to keep on going, right? That's me personally. I think being able to see the bulk in my biceps and losing more weight, because fat is actually heavier than muscle. So losing weight, and looking much better than I used to, that has motivated me to going on working out. But if people they get demotivated if they don't see any kind of like progress, like they feel like they haven't gone and progressed, right? It does take a long time. And if people like, if you are one of those people who are actually trying to work out to look good for whatever reason, then trust me when I say just keep on going or just keep on doing it, because once you stop, it's harder to get back on the horse. Like my streaming, for example. After 2 months of not doing my streaming, it's really difficult for me to get the motivation to actually stream, but I do it anyway because for reasons, I suppose. I do like to stream. I do like to stream to other people. And I don't mind if I'm not streaming to anyone at the time at my streams live, because I do have people watching my YouTube videos of my streams. So I guess I can like not communicate, but I can reach out to people that way, I suppose. Like they can imagine they're watching my live streams, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna use my stones of health there. I feel like our heals are a bit lacking right now. Why is that? I don't know. I'm not paying attention. I'm just making sure that the boss is on me at all times. But something hurts. a lot, and I don't know what it is. I'm using my oh, it's the ice, isn't it? They're fighting on the ice. That's what's killing them. What even hit me? I wasn't even in melee range of that dude. Hold on, guys. It's a bit tricky right now for some reason. Something's happening. We are dying, and I don't know why. Was there any ice? No. Good. I thought there was gonna be ice on the floor or something. This boss, I know, is kind of tricky because he does this like really annoying teleportation thing, and I can't really make him face one way or another because he just does whatever he likes doing, and the ads don't help either. So I mean, I'm just gonna focus on the boss and let the DPS do their jobs and kill the ads. But otherwise, yeah, this is not good location. And I'm getting, oh man, what? I just used my Stone of Health. What are you talking about? I don't even know why I died there. Like, I was spamming the Stone of Health button and it didn't do anything. Like, I didn't get my health back. And I know you can use your consumables. I'm not gonna blame the healer. I think he's doing an okay job. Not a great job, but an okay job. I mean, as long as I use my Stones of Health correctly and it allows me to, I should be fine. And I do have my second win, so that's good. I don't think I need a second win though. Not for right now, especially if I have my bladed rampart. Oh my god, people are dying like flies. I mean, we definitely lack the DPS, I'm not gonna lie, but we're doing an okay rate of DPS. It could have been better. I could have been better as well. I mean, I have no like reservations that we're gonna like win this, even if we lost somebody. But it's just gonna take longer, much longer than I'm used to, I suppose. Oh, that was a bit of a delay. Imagine if this game was like Elden Ring. Right? Not that I played Elden Ring. I've played some Dark Souls games, you know. I really hate those kind of like death mechanics though. Like if you die, you lose everything mechanic. Not a fan. I don't think Dark Souls is like that. I mean, I played Dark Souls, but I played it so cautiously that I'm overpowered at the first level. You know, kind of thing. I'd actually grind the levels before leaving the practice zone. That's how cautious I am as a Dark Souls player. But I haven't played Dark Souls since. I think I haven't even not beat the first boss, but I haven't gone past the first boss, which is kind of funny. But that's just how overly cautious I am while playing Dark Souls games. So I've never actually died in the Dark Souls games yet, which is funny. I should probably play Dark Souls games. You know, I feel like I should play Dark Souls games now, just to kind of like show you guys how I play my Dark Souls. We did lose 1 DPS, by the way, if you guys didn't notice. What? That guy almost killed me. I KV'd to that guy and he was just like in the ice getting killed. He was killing me in the process. I was like thinking, why is my HP going down? And then I realized I had my KV on, tethered to somebody else. Oh god, that took ages. I mean, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen at the final boss now. Indeed. That's what I said. Like, I mean, I'm obviously plugging in like an advertising. Like, I'm doing a plug by saying that I'm streaming right now. Of course, I want more views. I want more views. Who doesn't, right? Which streamer doesn't want more views? It is not my motivation, obviously. I don't really do streams for the money. I do get paid. I don't know, since I have stopped streaming for 2 months. Apparently, they took away the money that I accumulated so far. Like, I managed to get like about $70 this year, but because I stopped for 2 months, I think they retracted that. They took it away. I hope not. But I didn't know that was a thing. Like, if you didn't stream for 2 months, that they would take away the money that they hold on for you. But whatever, you know. If I get paid, great. If I don't, c'est la vie. Um, yeah, because that's not really my motivation. It is a bonus, of course. The real reason why I stream is because I want to educate people on how to play the game. That doesn't sound right. I wanna like share my experiences with other players or newer players, or just kind of like not expand my knowledge but to share the knowledge, so that when people want to get whatever AD Zen, stuff like that, they can learn it off of me and then use it for themselves, or even educate other people as well. Because seriously though, I don't really think you need to spend any kind of money in this game. You don't have to. You can if you want to, but you don't really have to. And I'm very adamant about that because I've spent over $3,000 already on this game in the span of the 8-9 years that I've been playing it. And I'm telling you guys now, you don't need to spend 3,000, 4,000 real life cash in order to get good in this game. Like, it helps to get you there faster, but it's definitely not necessary. Speaking of which, how much Zen? I haven't checked it today, I don't think. Yeah, I still got like 2,500 Zen still waiting to be put to go through. Since, I want to say, since March this year. No, that was the latest one. I think there was like a post that was last year for sure. I don't know when last year though. I did get one go through a few months back, I believe. But yeah, I don't know when the oldest post was. Not that it really matters. If it goes through, it goes through. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. It would be nice. I mean, I actually saved my Zen for the battle pass, and I did buy it. So now any subsequent Zen that I have is for anything extra that I need Zen for. Not that I need Zen for a lot of things at the moment. So yeah, I mean, I could have used it for the event yesterday. For the day of the Dungeon Master event, I didn't because I felt like it was a waste of Zen. Even though it's only 200. I would like to see the return of Nox boxes because I feel like that was just a one-off. And that's kind of sad. Like, with the golden pet, not choice pack, like random golden pet thing that they're selling right now, it's a far cry from, say, Nox boxes, because you could actually choose what golden pet you wanted or mount that you wanted from that box. And they're selling this whatever pack they're selling this. It really sucks, man. I can say it really sucks because it's so random. Like, for that amount of money that you pay, not that I remember how much it was. It might be like just 1,000, I think. It's $10 monetary value. I'm gonna check it later. I don't know. I don't want to say anything much without actually having any facts that is correct backing me up. So I feel like, but from what I can tell, having a browse through the auction, not auction, sorry, the Zen store earlier today, it doesn't seem like it's worth buying. Because it is so random, like you don't know what you're gonna get, and you're paying what? I'm assuming about 1,000 Zen per. So, but yeah, I don't need it anymore because I already got the golden companions, and I think that people are actually selling in the auction house way cheap because of the Nox box fiasco. I want to say of yesteryear. This is taking way longer again, but I actually expected that. And it's actually 5 o'clock, so I do have to go and close the stream, stop the stream. So we'll do that as soon as I finish killing this boss. I do have to invoke on all of my tunes before I stop though. So I'll probably do that. Hopefully these guys don't die before the boss fight ends, because I don't want to do this solo for sure. And there should be no reason for them to be dying anyway, as long as they keep the mobs, the ads. Like I'm trying to keep the ads here in my kind of like vicinity, but if there's like AoEs like that, there's really nothing I can do about that. Holy, these guys are a menace, man. They could freeze me and I don't want to be frozen for reasons. There's even an ad right behind me, so I am getting CA'd, but it's okay. I got like 90% awareness or something, so it should be fine. I can't pick you up, bro. Yeah, either gotta use the scroll, somebody else has to do it. Oh, ow. Oh my god. Oh my god. So annoying. Like, I know it's probably not gonna kill me, but if a series of that red AoEs hit me, like back to back, and there's nothing I can do about it, I might actually end up dying. So I'm gonna try avoiding that. Like, just because you're a tank doesn't mean that you get to be hit by the AoE. You see what I mean? That's like 3 in a row. If you didn't notice, I got trapped, I got punched, and then I got another red AoE hit me. So let me try and pull this guy boss away. Reposition, I suppose. Our barb is just like plugging away. There you go. Nice try. Oh god, how did I get hit by that? Or that? I think, oh, actually I didn't get hit. It was the guy I was tethered to. Our DPS got hit and it hurt me. I mean, better me than him, obviously, because I've got a lot more defensive stats and I got about 1 million HP. I think I almost got 2 million HP, to be honest. I don't know. How many 1.3, okay. Maybe not 2 million HP. Definitely a lot though. Whew. Excuse me. Final bar. There we go. GG. Lol. GG. All right. I thought I was the top DPS. That was it's not. It's actually defense. So, oh my god. No, please, God, no. I'm the 3rd top DPS as a tank, by the way, guys. No problem. Thanks for the carry. Shiny, how much is your IL? You should be, oh, okay. Wait, no, you're DPS. I thought he was a healer. Dude, you should be top 3. You should be above me, not below me. But it's okay. It's okay, guys. Never mind. You know, situations like these is what keeps me like going, I suppose. It's funny. It's funny AF to see a tank be the top 3 DPS. I could have stayed with that blood ruby. I did get a blood ruby anyway. It's fine. Like, sometimes you get really good stuff, right? From these kind of like dungeons. I know I could probably have saved my reroll tokens for better like more end game dungeons. But the reality is I don't really run a lot of dungeons nowadays, so my reroll tokens has accumulated somewhat. So I might as well just reroll and finally get something really good. It is. I won't disagree with you, bro. It's just hard being a tank. And hello, by the way. How do I say your name? Chicaloca? 25? Maybe I don't know. I'm that's just like I don't speak like Spanish or Mexican, so I don't really know how to enunciate the words. You know, like yeah. What was the Mexican gangster cholos? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, it's a good first attempt then. So anyway, as I was saying, a cholo, right? Like the Mexican gangsters. I'm only mentioning it because my nephew dressed like one the other day. It was so funny because he did have a shirt on. He just had his like diapers and oh, by the way, he's like 2 or 3. I don't actually remember. So he only has his diapers and his pants on, and he's just like walking around like being all like I'm the boss, cholo. Anyway, you came in at a really bad time, I want to say, actually, because I'm actually ending my stream now. Now that I've done my random trial queue, my random advanced dungeon queue for the Draconic Rage event, and then I've done my RC. So basically, I'm done for the day, and it is 5 o'clock. I have to go anyway. But I mean, shall we do one giveaway? I want to be honest, but if nobody wants to join, would you like to join my raffle? Like, okay, so if you don't know me, I do my raffle every hour of the day. You type in !join to join the raffle. Oh, hello. Thank you for the follow there. Anyway, as I was saying, wait, did that not work? Wait, did I spell that incorrectly? I think I did. There we go. Now it's working. So type in !join. You could be the only one that joined. That's fine. I just want to do this so that people know that I do giveaways. Like I usually do giveaways. Not raffle. Sorry. !join. The exclamation mark raffle is for me. As the streamer. There you go. You're in it now. You should be correct. It should be correct, and you should be in it. And if you're the only one, so be it. It's fine. Because disclaimer though, you are playing on the PC, right? I hope. Because I can only do giveaways for PC players. I don't have anything for you console players, unfortunately. It was either I give away $10. Oh, good. You might want to give me your in-game ad handle right now because you're 100% winner at the moment, unless somebody like quickly joins the raffle. But you know what? It's safe to say you're gonna be the only one who joins and 100% winner. So I'm just gonna like assume you're gonna win, and if you can give me your IGN in game, so I can send whatever it is that you're gonna win. I don't know because we have to throw a die first, and then the die basically will decide your fate. It's gonna be a good one though. Don't worry about it. It's nothing bad. So I have if I can find it, this 20-sided die. I'll throw it, and whatever number that will pop up corresponds to the prizes. And so basically these are the prizes from this Timora's. I don't know if you can see that, probably because my face is blocking it. From a Timora's at 1 to a Glyphs of Potency at 20, a natural 20. So yeah, we'll just wait. It's 30 seconds. So if anybody's still listening and anybody is still out there in like Twitch land, if they would like to join. Oh, you don't get to join. It's over. So yeah, Chicoloco, congratulations, you won. I want to. Why is there an exclamation mark at the end of your name? Is that correct? Wait, is it just me? Is it 9971 and then an exclamation mark or another one? I can't tell. It looks like an exclamation mark. This is my in-game. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. I see it now. Okay. All right. Calm down. I see it now. I got it. So let's throw you your die and see what you get. Like obviously, natural 20 is the highest. 17. Okay, that's not too bad. I would say, in my personal opinion, the higher the number, the better the gifts that you're gonna get. So we're gonna count down from the top. 20, 19. 18, 17. You get either an embellished apparatus of Gone mount or an apparatus of Gone mount. Not so sure if you got either already. It is unbound anyway, so if you want, you can just like give it to whomever. But if you do want one of these, like you're gonna get a choice of the two. Unfortunately, it is bound to me right now. but the prizes inside is unbound. So if you can tell me which of these two that you'd like. This is the embellished one. It's a silver mound. Sorry, not a mound, mount. And the apparatus gone is the golden one. This used to be very popular back in the day. So I'm assuming that you might have both of these. Oh, you don't have either. Okay, so you get to choose because you can't get both, unfortunately. I mean, I can't give you both if I wanted to, but that's just not how I roll. You get to choose silver or gold. Embellished one is the silver one. It does look kind of nice, right? I mean, it's not gold. Some people don't like gold. They prefer silver. I like both. Like, this is the gold one. I'd like to give you both, but you can only choose one. Unfortunately, like it only gives you one. So, and you gotta let me know which one, because I can't send you the package because it's bound to me. Silver. All right. Silver, right? Okay. And I gotta be careful with this next part, because sometimes, not always, sometimes I send it to the wrong person. So that is a copy paste. That should be you, right? That's your silver mount. Can you double check if that is your name? It is a direct copy and paste, so it shouldn't be wrong. But just in case, I'm gonna wait for you to confirm. All right, okay, I'm sending over. There you go, sir. Thank you very much, Chicaloco, for saying hello and participating in the giveaway. It is time for me to go now. Congratulations again. I hope you enjoyed that mount. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. And since there's like 3 people on my stream right now, we can actually do a raid. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna mute this for a second. Basically, you guys can see what I see right now only because it's a raid scene. So I want to see who's still on right now. Maybe like, oh, there's Mac and Ketchup. Easy peasy. He's streaming. So let's raid him. So I do ask that you guys stay for a while I do this process of raiding Mac and Cheese. He is on console actually, but he is playing Neverwinter. So let's just raid him real quick. I would like to type out his name, but sometimes I get it wrong because I'm actually slightly dyslexic. So I like to copy and paste. Anyway, thank you guys again for coming by to the stream and saying hello and participating. I hope to see you guys next time. So peace, y'all. See you later and love y'all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. If I can